break me. I bruise easily, the source of both your love and misery. I am steady, beating endlessly while you are dozing, dreaming pretty things, lovely things. I don't work for free. Please take care of me. This is a message from your heart, your most devoted body part, taking blood and making art.
3.5 million people with the same identity, when the only thing that they really have in common is they have no place to call home, no place to rest comfortably after a long day of work. Job description of that work? Surviving. The term homeless can be defined as a person who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence. Who is homeless? 25% are people who suffer mental illness. Another 25% are children under 18, and of those children, nearly half are under the age of 5. 40% are American veterans. Keep in mind that all of these numbers are simply estimates, and underestimates at that. There's no way to know the real numbers. Not every homeless person gets checked into a shelter every night because of overcrowding, pride, or simply being turned away because they have no proof of identity. Now I will introduce you to some homeless people living on the streets of our very own Lexington, Kentucky.
No, you just have nowhere to take a bath, no food to eat, no clean clothes to wear. You have to wait till it rains to wash your clothes and hope that it don't rain for them to dry. You don't know what an iron is. You put them on a wrinkle and you just shake them off a little bit, think they're going to go away, and it doesn't.
Even then, I never even knew homelessness, but I go to lunch. Place called Coco's in Southern California. And when I go to lunch, it'd be bums up behind the dumpster. I'd be like, how many of y'all's up there? 2, 3. And I'd say, come on, y'all going to lunch with me. That's before I ever knew I was going to be home. I mean, I didn't have a clue.
When I first became homeless, I thought I was pretty much too good to be that person to be homeless. But then, because I thought the characteristics was they would be like dirty, people who didn't care about themselves or something.
Can I show you a picture of my little niece and nephew?
We'd love to see it.
They all piano players.
I'm a piano player too.
You play piano too?
Yeah, I love piano.
Let's see your fingers.
Well, my fingers hurt, so I haven't played
I
recently.
see that. Trying to play Ray Charles with.
No.
That's my nephew there. That's Sil. Now he's in the saxophone.
Saxophone.
He's smarter than a wizard.
Mm.
That's one trying to play guitar. That's Hannah. That's the mean one.
That's the mean one.
She got eyes like a shark.
She's the mean one.
Oh, you taking pictures of my nation tonight, ain't you? I love him to death.
But I'm serious about it because I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? And people, they don't stick together like the Mexicans. The Mexicans is cool, you know what I'm saying? They take the whole family in one bedroom. But do you see us doing it? Oh, we fighting and arguing, you know what I'm saying? We can't stick together. You can go to the park or anywhere and get a pack of hot dogs, sell hot dogs, 25 cents a piece, you know what I'm saying? That's what the Mexicans do, but see us doing it, oh, we're going to take our 50 cents, we're going to get something to drink. See what I'm saying?
Well, I did a little stint in penitentiary, not to scare you guys, but it's hard when you try to transition out of penitentiary and you don't have a plan or you don't have nothing. And then with the economy the way it is today, see, I do commercial construction by trade. That's what I do. last job I had, we worked at a Churchill Downs. We rebuilt the whole church. You know how much those suites go for, bro? Like $1.5 million. And all they got in there is just like a little booth and a little bar and shit like that. But it's for the stars and stuff. But to get back to the topic.
I went to jail for 6 months, and when I went to jail, I lost everything I had. So right now, I'm living from here to here, there to there, anywhere I can stay right now.
Okay.
So that's one reason why I'm homeless right now.
The words from the beginning of this film were from a survey of Berea College students answering what are the first 3 things they think of when I say homeless person. The same question was asked of the homeless people. Here's what they had to say.
Never put a man down till you walk in his shoes. I ain't talking about nobody, but anybody can be homeless. You know what job security's going these days. God bless him. That's all I say.
Ashamed, non-responsible, and just trouble.
No job, no place to go. Some people don't even care.
In my opinion, there's a lot of homeless people, and I'm just talking about those who don't have any mental disabilities or any physical handicaps preventing them from work. There's still a lot of homeless people who just take advantage of it, just give up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they don't want to work is because they don't want to have someone, I guess, feel like that they're the boss and they have to comply. But you know, that's a choice that you make if you choose not to get an education. You know, if you choose not to have any kind of skills, so you know you have to, I guess, bow down in other words. So my views changed somewhat.
As you can see, the homeless people's answers were more based on personal, emotional descriptions, whereas students mostly offered physical descriptions. How do you define a person? By what you see or by what you learn about them? How many times do you avoid eye contact with people on your way to class, or ignore people when they speak to you in public? On a normal day, most people don't. So why is there that added effort to create a complete disconnect with the person you suspect to be homeless? This is how surveyed students claimed to interact with homeless people.
Please take care of me. Please take care of me. This is a message from your heart, your most devoted body part. Taking blood and making art. This is a message from your heart, pounding away into the dark. You could thank me for